everybody. Welcome back live at Drew's house. Another edition. Hope you are doing well out there, enjoying the summer here as we roll on through July. It is another music show from our Newburyport studios. I love these. Our guest today, another first-time guest. I love that too. Taylor Marie.
Overwhelmed and stressed, the life is too damn crazy. Trying to fix yourself, not find who you've been lately. Ever since that day, my heart had been a mess. So you came knocking at my door again. Feel that void in my chest. Give me a reason to be mad and slam the door, so I can fall out of these feelings I don't want anymore. You might as well break my heart right in two, so I can have a reason to hate you. When you fall asleep at night to my ever-crashing mind, scroll through your Instagram and think that I'm doing fine. My friends say better go and find another guy. My gut says that you'll come around, just give it some time. Give me a reason to be mad and slam the door, so I can fall out of these feelings I don't want anymore. You might as well break my heart right in two, so I can have a reason to hate you. To all those unsaid texts that you could have read, saying how much I miss you, let's work it out instead. Thought I had moved past you when the demons came. I long to be safe in your arms again. And give me a reason to be mad and slam the door, so I can fall out of these feelings I don't want anymore. You might as well break my heart right in two, so I can have a reason to hate you. 'Cause I still think that I'm in love with you.
Very nice. Taylor Marie.
Thank you.
Joppa Afternoon Drive. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me.
Rollingford, New Hampshire, you say.
Yeah.
Where the heck is Rollingford, New Hampshire?
It's in a mystical land over somewhere. No, it's this like little town no one knows about, pretty much, between Dover, New Hampshire and the border of Maine.
Oh, okay.
So I make jokes a lot to my friends that I tell people I'm from Dover
Yep.
because no one knows where it is. But my friends and I make jokes that we're Mainers in the summer
Oh,
because
okay.
the beach is 20 minutes away and it's in Maine. So
That would be York Beach?
York Beach, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we usually we're there in York or in Wells all the time, but we're never actually in New Hampshire.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Now I know a little something about Rollingford, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about this small little mystical town?
There's literally nothing there.
Okay.
I'd say the best thing that there is there, there is like one restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing about it is they have the best chicken parm and
Okay.
white pizza I've ever had.
Okay.
I don't really like a lot of other Italian restaurants. Besides that one.
So come for the food. They can do very good.
Yeah,
All right.
just that one Italian restaurant. That's it.
Very good. All right. There we go. We know a little something about Rollingford. Welcome to Newburyport.
Thank you.
You've played here before? Or
Played like in
In
Newburyport.
Newburyport, yeah.
I actually haven't played a show in Newburyport.
interesting.
Although
Well, that changes today.
That does change today. It's
Yeah.
very different. So hopefully one day I'm hoping to try to get into this area a little bit more.
Yeah.
I have played in Boston quite a bit though, because I went to school down there.
Oh, okay. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Lesley University.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I sometimes lie and tell people I go to Harvard because my school is right next to it.
That's a lot of fun. Yeah, yeah. I used to live right next to Harvard and said I actually don't go here.
Yeah.
Those Boston days. Well,
Yeah.
that's cool. You have a very nice voice. It's always amazes me when because we haven't met before.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you. Sometimes I just this is one of those cases where. We actually had a mutual friend who said, you got to have her on, right?
Yeah.
It was Austin, right?
Yeah.
Remind me how to say his last name.
Pratt.
Austin Pratt. Yeah, that's right. He was great here a few months ago. It's been a while now since I had him on. I should have him back on now that I mention it. But he spoke very highly of you. So sometimes you just take these, advice. And usually, I've never been let down, honestly, when somebody has said, you got to have this person on. So I'm always kind of amazed though, like, you never know what to expect. And then like a big voice comes out and you're like, whoa, okay. So there you go. That's what just happened.
Yeah.
That's cool.
My therapist makes jokes to me a lot where, because I'll go into like therapy sessions and I'll be like, this is a song I wrote this week. We need to like dissect this and talk about it. And she'll listen to the recording and she's like, I swear that's not you. And I go, no, it's me. I don't just go up to musicians and take my voice memos and go up to just their face and record whenever they're singing. I was like, it's me.
That is funny. Yes. I think that's the first person that says that's the first person who's ever gone with the first intro line of, what my therapist says.
Yeah, well, I actually just got my master's degree, and I'm actually just got a job as a music therapist.
Oh.
So
I think you're the first music therapist too.
Yeah. So I speak super highly of therapy, and I'm very open about my experience.
Don't they say every therapist should have a therapist?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a saying, right?
Oh yeah,
I remember
absolutely.
that.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, like every therapist, you get people who come in and talk about their life, and some of it's super traumatic and can be mind-boggling sometimes. So you need a therapist to kind of decompress.
All 6 of my therapists are I think it's all very mind-boggling. Well, that is cool. Very interesting. How many years out of college are you?
3 months.
3 months. So this is all happening quickly.
Yeah.
How's real life treating you so far?
Well, getting there. I mean, like it hasn't.
Same.
It still hasn't hit me yet because I graduated in May, and then I got a job maybe a few weeks afterwards.
Yep.
Actually, right over in West Newbury, and then I don't know. I'm still living with my parents and trying to find like my own place. But I haven't really gotten that far yet. My internship also ended at the end of June too, so I haven't even fully been quote unquote like out of school for, oh my gosh, it hasn't even been like a full month yet. Yeah.
Well, I guess that is the way to do it. I did everybody moves back home there right after and tries to figure out what do we do now. And then you move on your own and you're like, all you want to do when you're living with your parents out of college is like get out and go live somewhere. And then you get out and you're like, wait a minute, rent is really high.
Yeah. Yep. I'm already experiencing that. I went to my dad. I was like looking for apartments and there's not much out there right now. Yeah. Which is like,
scary. I know I keep hearing that the market's tough, but it's amazing talking to people actually looking and it's like, it's so true.
It's like, I feel as if that 2 weeks ago I looked and there was like one apartment available. Yeah. And then I went yesterday to call all these apartments and it was no longer available. Wow. So, but like I've been talking to my dad about it and I've been like, what do I do? And like we've been trying really hard, so I'm just trying to get on like wait lists and stuff right now and see what I can do. But even like with the salary that I'm gonna have, I was like, oh, I can afford a $2,000 apartment. He was like, no, you cannot. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, I can. He's like, no, you cannot. So
Dad knows.
Yeah. But like everything out there it's like at least 2,300 for the most part. So it's crazy.
And you want to be in Boston or?
I'm probably, if anything, live closer just to the border of Massachusetts. Yeah. I've looked in like Haverhill and stuff too, just to.
That's probably a good spot because you can do like if you want to play live, you can do like the New Hampshire thing and like Portsmouth is a big city.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what Portsmouth well, do you?
Oh yeah. I'm actually going there later today.
Oh yeah. To see a musician?
No. Over at Prescott Park they have Footloose. So
okay.
I'm going to
see
Footloose.
Prescott Park.
I love Prescott Park so much. Alan Stone's playing there later this summer. So, I'm gonna go hit that up later.
Who did I
But
see? I saw somebody there last year, right around. I forget. I remember going to a birthday at Hampton Beach, and then we went to Prescott Park. Who would? Oh, Amos Lee. I saw Amos
yeah,
Lee. Yeah, he was great.
I had a show that day.
Yeah.
And I had this whole plan. I was like, after my show, I'm gonna run over there. By the time I got there, it was packed.
Yeah.
So, but he's so good live.
He's so good. He's actually playing the Lowell Folk Festival too. It's a lot of Amos Lee out there.
Oh
right now.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Folk Festival. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh, it's legendary around here.
Oh.
The Lowell Folk Festival is a real deal.
Okay.
Yep. It's not quite Newport, but it's close.
It's somewhere close.
It always gets a big name like that. It's not the first. It's not definitely not the first time Amos has played it. A few times, but they get big names, and he's one of the big ones this year.
Yeah. Wow.
So if you want to go see, same deal. You know, bring lawn chairs, bring blankets.
Okay. Love that. That's my favorite kind of concert.
I know. It's funny you say it got packed quickly last year because I was there at a reasonable time, and then we walked. I think we went to go maybe grab dinner or something and come back at one of the local establishments. And by the time we got back, it was so packed. I was like, "Oh no, we didn't save a spot." And I noticed most people did that. You could just put down chairs and come back to them.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, we're kind of stuck here, aren't we?"
Oh no.
I know. But we nestled our way in, but
Yeah.
pushed people over to create space. No, I'm just kidding. That was just again, we're joined here by Taylor Marie, local artist out of Rollingford, New Hampshire. She's going to play another one for us in a moment. Who's your biggest influence?
Ooh.
You knew that was coming, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. This is gonna sound super cliche, but it's Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
Her, Kelsey Ballerini, and James Taylor.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's quite I can see that. Yeah. The Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift too.
Me too.
And
Me too.
I feel like if I said anything different, you might have gotten angry on that one.
No, I wouldn't have gotten upset.
She's great though. I don't get people that not that I mean certainly more people love her than don't like her, but people that kind of don't like her. I feel it's kind of weird. She's so talented. How do you not respect it at least?
I know, yeah. I've been listening to her since I was 12, and that's when I started writing music and playing guitar. So
She is the inspiration.
the inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, love her so much. I'm probably gonna listen to one of her playlists on my way home today.
So I'm guessing just by the cool college thing, I think she probably has a couple years on you, but it's one of those artists that you pretty much grow up with and kind of go through a lot of the same stuff with at the same time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't even begin to explain.
All right, on to the next song. What do you got next?
All right, cool. So this next song I haven't released yet, but I'm hoping to release soon.
This is a debut right here, a public debut.
Kind of, yeah. I played it at a few shows, but
All right.
it's my favorite one to play.
Taylor Marie on Joppa Afternoon Drive.
Thanks. This is Ghosted. The adrenaline was high as we melodies put stars in our eyes. For a minute, the city lights became brighter and brighter. Our joy and laughter was nothing a Polaroid could capture. I never knew the city sidewalks could end till the day you fell off the edge. I'm haunted by the footprints you marked on my heart, close enough to touch but didn't reach far enough. Now I'm sitting alone waiting by my phone and it's past down a ring. You can give me a reason, it won't mean a thing. I swore I'd hurt you if you ever came my way, but like the seasons you were gone down the trace. They said forget about those Boston autumn nights. How can a memory fade when you're blinded by the light? I'm haunted by the footprints you marked on my heart, close enough to touch but didn't reach far enough. Now I'm sitting alone waiting by my phone and it's past down a ring. You can give me a reason, it won't mean a thing. Heard you moved on and gave her a diamond ring.
last sensation where you abandoned me. But I has moved somewhere west for something new. But you got me thinking that you'll be back soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm haunted by the footprints you marked on my heart. Close enough to touch, but didn't reach far enough. Now I'm sitting alone, waiting by my phone, and it's passed down a ring. You can give me a reason, it won't mean a thing.
Woof! Nicely done.
Thank you so much.
Taylor Marie, live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. Very good.
Thank you so much.
When do you write these songs? On random when they come to you?
Depends. They usually I get like my best ideas when I have like a super big feeling and complex emotion.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I don't get like angry often, but if I do, it usually comes out in a
music?
song. Yeah. My grandmother says a lot. She's always like, "You gotta write more happy music. You gotta write more happy music." And I always have to explain to her. I'm like, "I know, I'm trying, but it only comes when I'm upset or sad."
Yes. It wouldn't be genuine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that song in particular, I wrote one night. One of who used to be my really good friends in Boston hung out all the time, and then when I moved back here, we were gonna meet up, and he just never showed up. So, didn't respond, nothing. So just kind of moved on, did my show, and then liked one of my Instagram posts, and I said, "Okay, well, that's cool."
You guys never resolved this?
Never resolved. So
You sure it wasn't just a miscommunication?
I have no idea. Was very confused.
It could have been a very simple thing.
It could have been. Who knows? But yeah. But when he liked that like Instagram post, it was midnight, and I was like, I'm upset. I feel petty. I'm gonna write a song. So I went to my piano and just wrote down like at least half of it, and then continued on with my life.
So that's the memory of that song.
Yeah.
Very good.
But like it really depends on like the situation and where I am, because I'd say the worst time to ever write a song is when I'm in the car and can't write anything down.
Yeah. Do you use like the voice text? Do you like scream into your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There have been
thoughts here.
times like I pull over to the side of the road and I will record like a voice memo.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, this is the melody I'm thinking about. These are the words I'm thinking about.
Yep.
And then I'll go home and try to write what I can.
And this is the songwriting process.
Yeah.
Are you gonna write a song for Grandma at some point?
Probably, yeah.
It kind of feels like she wants one.
It sounds like she does. I actually started writing one a long time ago about, because with this grandmother in particular, we all lived in the same house for 6 years.
Yep.
It was like an apartment complex. So, but I still consider that as one of my homes. So I started writing one a while ago about that and just that whole environment and living situation. But I haven't quite finished it yet. So
Sometimes these things take time.
yeah, exactly.
What's the longest song you've ever What's the longest you've ever written a song? Is that the right question?
Like the longest process?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for working me through.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't know. That's a good question.
Do they usually come quickly?
They come very quickly most of the time. Like I got my friend Cassidy and my friend Jamie. Sometimes those are the people I usually be like, I wrote a new song. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! And usually be like, oh yeah, I wrote down the first verse, and then 30 minutes later, oh yeah, I get the whole thing done, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I might work on it later, but it's pretty much done.
Yeah. Do you know? So they're like your sounding boards, though.
They're what?
Those are your soundboards that you bounce stuff off them and try to get reactions to see
Yeah,
it.
pretty much. Yeah, I usually I'll record it, like every song that I write on my voice memos.
Yep.
And then I'll usually text both my friends Jamie and Cassidy and be like, "This is what I got."
Did they ever give you one like, don't throw that away? Like maybe you don't love it that much?
Yeah, they do that a lot.
There's something there, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, those are good friends to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unlike the one that stood you up.
I know, seriously.
No, at least you have a song about you. Well, that's very Taylor Swift style, actually.
It really is. Yeah.
Now that I think about it. Have you ever seen her live? I take it.
Oh yeah. I will say that whenever she goes on her next tour, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna be very upset if I can't get a ticket.
Yeah, and that's the thing with her now, right? She's that big where it can be.
She's that big where it could be probably not the Hunger Games, but pretty darn close to the Hunger Games just to get to it.
nice comparison.
Thank
there.
you.
Like yeah. Well, you know what? The thing with her though, she was so quickly out of the gate. She was kind of always big, right?
She was.
Kind of
Oh
feels
my
like
gosh, yeah.
you never got a chance to like a lot of the artists I like I've seen them in small clubs, and I was like, oh, you're playing a different place. It's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Taylor, that wasn't really the situation.
No, not at all. Because even because I went to her concert for her Fearless tour, and then my mom took me to her Speak Now tour, both at Gillette Stadium. And I remember my mom saying the tickets were like $200. Like it was expensive. Whereas if like last year I went to go see the Jonas Brothers in concert, because why not?
Sure.
And I expected the tickets to be like $200. They were like $75.
There you go. Yeah. Well, they're big too.
Yeah.
Not quite Taylor big, I guess.
Not Taylor big.
You mentioned James Taylor too. Where does the love of the older artists come from like that? Is that do you have like parents' influence? Are they playing stuff when you?
Yeah. So it's actually named after James Taylor.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No kidding.
My parents
they
loved
love
him.
James
they
Taylor.
love James Taylor, so they're like, oh, we're gonna name our first kid after.
I like those
him.
stories.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was named after him. So I grew up just with my parents playing James Taylor all the time in the house, and
he's great.
He's great. I remember like my dad, I was like maybe 3 or 4. You know, when CDs were a thing. I don't, you know what a CD is.
Yeah, we have a bunch right
Oh
behind
yeah,
me.
exactly.
Yeah.
But he made me a CD with like, it was called quote unquote like Taylor's Favorites, and most of it was James Taylor.
Yeah.
But there's also like Doris Day and Neil Diamond and stuff. So like all the like older music, which was super nice. But
I love that Drift Away tune too.
What?
Drift Away, that's Doris Day, right? Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul.
Yeah, that's not Doris Day.
It's
not
not?
quite. I don't
What?
think so.
Oh, that's Dobie Gray. Sorry. Wrong.
I was like, what?
I don't know why I jumped there. That's funny. I think it's Dobie Gray. Hope I have that right too. Should I look it up? I think I have it right. Weird name trick right there.
No, it's all good.
Now I have you. Thank you. Favorite James Taylor song?
I don't know.
Can't pick.
I think, oh my gosh, I have so many. Sweet Baby James is like a classic that I will always love. But I think one of my favorites that doesn't get a lot of credit is Traffic Jam.
Oh?
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard that one.
I don't know if I have heard Traffic
Goes,
Jam.
damn, this traffic jam, how I hate to be late, hurts my motor to go so slow.
Wow, I don't think I've heard that. I thought I had heard every James Taylor song.
Oh, you have not until
Wow.
you've heard that. No,
I can't say I have.
it is so good.
You've taught me a little something.
Yeah, that's a
I'll make note.
great song to listen to while you're sitting in traffic.
Okay. Traffic Jam. And make sure Dobie Gray sang Drift Away. I think I got that right. I'll look later. No point. Who cares? But yeah. Anyway, well, that's cool. So you had the musical upbringing in that way. A lot of music in the house. Always in the house.
Always, pretty much. I'm the only. Well, my dad played guitar like when I was a kid, but he didn't like keep up with it like a lot as we got older because you know, kids.
Because kids. Because of me.
Pretty much.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I get 2 siblings.
Oh, okay. Older?
Yeah. Younger.
Younger.
I'm the oldest of 3.
Oh, trendsetter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
The example, if you will.
Yeah.
You mentioned the piano. Do you write most of your songs on piano or with the guitar?
Actually, I write most of them with the guitar.
You do?
But there are times like I'll have like lyrics in my head and I feel as if like as I'm writing it, I hear everything going on as I'm writing it. So every now and then I'll hop to the piano because I'm like, this would be a good piano song.
Perfect. I like that.
Yeah.
Taylor Marie again joining us out of Rollingford, New Hampshire. Nice enough to join us in our Newburyport studios today. And I should always shout out to our team: Sarah Blackstone producing, Cal Eaton also doing the producing today. Sarah Hayden's around here somewhere running the ship as she always does. Thank you all, our small but mighty team here, Joppa Afternoon Drive, live at Drew's house. You, Taylor, said you were. I don't think you used the word nervous. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but you said you haven't really done too many of these. You are not nervous, I don't think.
No, not at all.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
kind of. When I was little, I used to be like so shy. I would even show up to a family event and hide behind my mom or dad's leg.
Oh yeah, that has changed.
A lot, very much, very different now. But yeah, then something happened. My first performance was in 7th grade at a school talent show, and I don't know. There's something after that. It really just kind of clicked. Like, okay,
Yeah.
well, this is what I'm gonna do now.
Yep. What's the best advice for like the middle schooler struggling with that?
With being nervous or good question.
Thank you.
I have to feel like I have to rechannel my 12-year-old self.
I don't know why. I always say middle schooler. I don't know why. Maybe that's a vulnerable age.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I feel like I have like multiple identities right now because my therapist side of me is like, just take some breaths. Mm-hmm. Just look at the wall behind you. Don't look at actual people. Just look at the wall.
Is that what you're doing today?
No, not at all.
You make me
I've
very
grown out of
nervous.
that. No, but your CD collection is really making me very interested.
Nice to look at. You got another one for us?
Yeah, I do.
All right. What are you thinking?
This is called Grade A Stress. Actually wrote it.
Is it grade A stress?
Grade A Stress, like the letter A.
Yeah.
And I actually wrote this for a school project.
Oh.
For my master's degree, and I never thought I'd release it, but I did. But I wrote it. The project was supposed to be about a current event.
Yep.
But they never said it had to be political. So as I said, I lie and tell people I go to Harvard. Well, this time I pretended that I did because the syllabus didn't say, right? It had to be political. So I was like, well, I'm going to write it about how this is stressing me out. So
I love that. Very good.
I got an A on it,
Wow.
which was great because my professor was like, that's not political. And I was like, who said it had to be?
Yeah.
Current event could be anything.
The fine print. All right. I like this setup. Very good. Taylor Marie,
Thank you.
take us away.
Spread the small stuff, but let's be serious. How can one make us such idiots? But the same routines and try to make us dreams. Not much longer before the scream. And I cannot fail. I must prevail. Same old madness and same routines. Starbucks give me some magic beans. Too many thoughts and information. How much longer till my vacation? Someone help me undress this grade A stress. How does one expect me to be sane with too many tasks for one brain? My heart is racing and I am chasing too many deadlines. My career is on the line. Same old madness and same routines. Starbucks give me some magic beans. Too many thoughts and information. How much longer till my vacation? Someone help me undress this grade A stress. 'cause I am a preaching to the choir. Same old mandates and same routines. Starbucks give me some magic beats. Too many thoughts and information. How much longer till my vacation? Someone help me undress this great stress.
All right, Taylor Marie, Joppa Afternoon Drive, live at Drew's house. I don't know if you can see this from your vantage point. You actually there was a crowd out there and there was dancing.
Oh, there was?
Yeah, it doesn't often, just
nice.
because of the nature of the, it's not, there's not people in here with us. This is different. Usually that doesn't happen out there, but that happened today.
Nice. Well, thanks, guys.
We must have had visitors. Who are our visitors? I don't know those people. Cal doesn't know either. Cal goes, I don't know. We'll let anybody in. Just kidding. Call first. Live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Taylor Marie joining us out of Rollingford. Where the heck is Rollingford, New Hampshire? Just kidding. We've learned a lot about that today as well. Cal Eaton, Sarah Blackstone directing this thing, Cal doing the producing, and Sarah Hayden running the show. So this has been fun. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Do you like these things?
I do like these things, yeah.
Sometimes I just, it's funny. I've had people that have come on here and played in front of like hundreds of people, thousands maybe even. And it's like, yeah, definitely thousands now that I think about it. And they'll come in here and like be like, this is kind of weird. I don't know. It's just weird playing to,
Yeah, it's kind of nice because I feel like...
I get that a lot too.
Yeah. But it is kind of nice because I feel as if like I got like 3 or 4 shows a week most of the time, more so in the summer than in the winter. So it's nice to be able to play like a few songs and then chat about them and other stuff too. And,
do you get enough time to reflect on your songs? Like, you probably don't.
Not really.
Yeah. People just want me to keep playing.
Yeah. And like it really depends. Like I think a lot of the reflecting like with my songs is like after I play a show, like I'll reflect a lot of my drive home because I'm playing everywhere from Boston to Southern Maine to who knows where everywhere.
Do you like
in
that
New Hampshire.
though, bouncing around?
I do like it.
You have to, right?
I do. I like it better because when I was starting, I was playing the same few places over and over and over again.
Yep.
And I'm a very ambitious person, so I will reach if I find a place and I'm like, that could be cool. I might not be ready for that. I'll reach out anyways. Because then at least they have my name and they have my contact information. But like I'm playing at the Governor's Inn in Rochester on Wednesday, so I a few years ago reached out. I was like, I want to play at the garage, and they basically said in a nicer way, like, you're not really ready for this.
Oh yeah.
So I played at their tavern for a bit, and this year I was like,
now you're in.
And they were like, yeah, and I was like, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, here we go.
Worked your way in.
Yeah.
You want to know a funny story about? It's on my mind because I just recently saw her in concert, but about playing the same place over and over again.
Yeah.
Melissa Etheridge.
Okay.
You know her.
Yeah.
She's one of I've always loved her. Actually, 2 stories of Melissa Etheridge. I've told this one on the air before, so it'll be quick. It was like when I was in high school. I remember it being like the first show I was going to go see, like without my parents. Like I had a group of friends we were going to go, and we were all going to go see Melissa Etheridge. And like teachers were like, "Really? That's going to be your show? Like you kids? That's interesting." And I was like, "Yes," all excited. And we ended up getting canceled because she got cancer.
Oh no.
And I was trying to like meet her the other night because I saw her in Boston, the City Winery, and I wanted to tell her that story. That's my first time coming around back to see you. Yeah, and it's 20 years later now, or however. Let me date myself now. Yeah, about 20 years later, and here you are. It's so great to see you performing, and I thought that would have been a nice moment. I'll get a chance to do that at some point, I'm sure. But but she told a story on stage about how she's notoriously she came out as a lesbian very early on in her career when it wasn't popular to do so, and there was like one bar, only one in Boston, that was like kind of hiring those places and allowing it to become that kind of club. And she said this place became so much that kind of club. I think I mostly have this story right, that she was doing like 60, 70 nights at the same place over and over again. The place loved her, but the bar did not see the place going, like when they envisioned the bar, they were like, we didn't want it to be that club, like strictly that club. And they ended up like firing her because of it.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Yeah, I thought that was a great story. Now she laughs about it, and she had half the people in the room I think were like, I was there. It's obviously, I think it's a great story because it's obviously what an icon she became. But that's I thought that was a cool Melissa Etheridge story from the other night.
Oh, that's a good story.
She's a great solo performer too.
Yeah.
Dobie Gray, by the way. I don't know why I jumped to see when you said Doris Day, I was like, she's gonna say Dobie Gray. I don't know why.
Well, it kind of rhymes.
I know. Well, it does rhyme, yeah. I don't know why I jumped to that though. I'm coming off vacation. I'm not that sharp.
Yeah.
I could see you doing that too. You probably don't know that song because I'm here yelling it, and you're like, "That's not Doris Day." But "Drift Away" is a beautiful song.
It is a great song. I do love "Drift Away," but it took me a minute though. I was like,
yeah, what is he saying?
what? I was like,
did I try singing
Drift
it?
Away?
That may have confused you. I can't remember.
When you did sing it, I was like, yeah, that's not Doris Day.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah. But she has so many songs. I was like, there might be one called "Drift Away" like in there.
Why would he pick that one? That must be a rare Doris. My apologies to Doris. Well, this has been fun. I enjoyed it very much. First time on. Come back, you promise?
Yeah, I promise.
I love it when we lock people in. The toughest part of this job is the easy part is talking to people and listening to them play. It's fantastic. Hopefully you like Newburyport. Hopefully we see you around here soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
If not, where can people find you? Websites?
My website is taylormusic.com.
Okay.
I am on all social media platforms, Taylor Marie-music, except Twitter. I can't figure Twitter out, and I decided I didn't like it, so I deleted it. But anyways.
A lot of people your age. Yeah, I see that's like, I was told, just out of college, that was the thing.
Yeah.
That was going to be the thing. And
It's
now
not.
it's 10 other things.
I can't figure it out.
Is it TikTok?
TikTok is so much fun. I like TikTok.
I can't take anymore though. Like I was forced into. I obviously have Facebook, like everybody in the world does. Do you have Facebook?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if people were starting to abandon that. So I get the Facebook. I get the kind of.
Really? Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, and I got into Instagram, and I was like, that's 3. How much time can a person spend on their phone on social media? Like that's what I can't add another one. I don't know.
Did you add TikTok?
No.
Great.
Actually,
Well,
I added no. Well, that's not completely true. I added the app. I'm just not a participant in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to read at night before I go to bed, but some nights my brain can't do that kind of work. So I scroll through TikTok, and I'll do it for like an hour, just because I'm like, I'll do this till I fall asleep, and then I.
It kind of shows up on my Facebook, right? Like, or is that Instagram shorts?
Well, okay. So I tried to explain this to someone the other day.
Oh boy,
because you can make reels on Instagram and you can make reels on Facebook.
Yeah.
They're called reels. But a lot of the reels that you see on Facebook and Instagram actually come from TikTok.
Yeah.
So like I got friends who will send me like quote unquote reels off of Instagram, and I go, oh yeah, I saw that on TikTok a week ago.
Don't we all feel better now? I don't know. It's a lot. I'm just kidding. I'm not that. I can function with it all. I'll probably add it at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
But either way, yeah, I play all around the seacoast in the summer.
What were we talking about again?
That.
Calendar's good on the website and everything?
Calendar is good on the website. I update it once a week. And I'm on top of it all the time.
Clockwork.
So yeah.
Good work. Well, you sound great. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for making the trip to Newburyport
Yeah.
from Rollingford, New Hampshire.
You're welcome.
You want to play us out with one?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What are you going to do? You know it?
Yeah, I do. So know how we were talking at the beginning about, adulthood?
Sure.
Great. This is called Don't Want to Adult.
I like that ending. Thank you, everybody. Enjoyed it. Taylor Marie, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive.
Thanks, guys. So many tasks ahead, I hope that I'm not misled. What did I do to deserve this punishment? Afraid of being unemployed, having my whole life destroyed, not making money to afford my rent. Oh, pardon me for being rude, what am I supposed to do? Not socialize and work 9 to 5 instead.
die buried alone. Come save me now, I'm calling SOS. So I don't have to do adulting things again. Where the hell is Peter Pan to fly me out to Neverland, so this adulting thing can end? Bills are stacking up so high. Who decided this was right? Why can't I just unsubscribe instead? Oh, pardon me for being rude. What am I supposed to do? Not socialize and work 9 to 5 instead. Sticks and stones may break my bones. I will die buried alone. So save me now, I'm calling SOS. So I don't have to do adulting things again. When will I win the lottery and get out of poverty? No more loans with loads of interest. I just want a house that I found on Pinterest. Oh, pardon me for being rude. What am I supposed to do? Not socialize and work 9 to 5 instead. Sticks and stones may break my bones. I will die buried alone. So save me now, I'm calling SOS. So I don't have to do adulting things again.
Woo! Nicely done.